Hello, my name is Josiah Nitkowski, and as a learner of Greek and Japanese, it is my goal for this YouTube channel to show you how to streamline the process for learning a new language. So the first thing I recommend doing is learning the alphabet to your target language. Now, depending on the language you choose, it will either be longer or shorter than others. But the principles remain the same no matter which one you choose. So the first thing that I recommend doing is learning the alphabet of your target language. And after you've done this, to learn one single word to go along with each of the letters. And in doing this, this will be your base, your strong foundation in which we can later build on. For example, if you know the word sky, you can say, the sky is blue. If you know the word grass, you can say that the grass is green. If you know the word black, you can say, my car is black. And you may have noticed how I used all examples related to color. And that is because everything has a color. So these are words that we will be using most frequently. And that is our goal because we want to learn these patterns. We want to begin to change the way that we think, because if you think about it, that is basically what learning a new language is all about. Let me give you a quick example. In Japanese, you don't say, I will go to the store. You say, I to the store will go. So you can see how the word order is different. So we are actually having to change the way we think. And it's these basic sentences that are going to help us get our thoughts out of our first language and into our target language, whatever language that may be. So one of the most important steps is this, to learn verbs, because with a verb, you will always be doing some kind of action. For example, I will go to the store. I am the one doing the action. The action is going to the store. I'm going to the library. I'm going to the bank. I'm going to the park. Now, so once you've learned all these place names in your target language and learned the structure, you're slowly building upon the vocabulary that you've learned while you were learning the alphabet. You're making small, simple, but powerful sentences to get you out of your first language and into your second language. Another important verb is to eat, and after that, to drink. Or I should say with that, to drink. Because if you think about it, we're supposed to eat every day and we're supposed to drink every day. So learn the foods that you most often eat and the drinks that you most often drink. For example, if you eat chicken often, you should learn to say, I will eat chicken today, or I ate chicken today, or tomorrow I will eat chicken, or I ate eggs today, I ate eggs yesterday, or I will eat eggs tomorrow. And to do that with your favorite drinks as well. And also to learn the verb to cook and to make. Because you gotta cook dinner or you gotta make dinner. Now, again, by doing this, we are getting our thoughts out of our first language and into our second language. And since we are always cooking, we should learn the vocabulary related to cooking, such as frying pan, knife, fork, spoon, spatula. Whatever you use most often should be the vocabulary that you learn. Another two very important verbs are to wake up and go to sleep. Because then you can say that I will wake up at 7, or I woke up at 7, or I woke up at 8, or I will wake up at 8, or I will wake up at 9, or I woke up at 9. And you can kind of see how that one thing leads to another. Because whatever time you wake up, you need to know how to say that in your target language. So waking up and telling time kind of go hand in hand. And just do that same thing with the verb to sleep. And also, you should learn the vocabulary related to the hobbies that you have. For example, if you like camping, you should learn the vocabulary for tent or sleeping bag and the verbs to put up your tent and to take it down. And before you know it, if you just follow this basic process, you can say, hey, I can actually think in my target language. And that is my goal, showing you to think smarter and not harder. Because that is my goal in order so that we don't waste time and we learn how to say the things that are most important to us. So that brings up a good point. You should learn the vocabulary that's most important to you, that you are going to use in your daily life. Another verb that is completely necessary to learn is the verb to work, because each of us has a job that we have to do. So it is critical that you learn all the words related to the job that you have. And so, if you follow me on my language adventure, I will show you how to get from point A to point B. Don't just believe me because of what I say, but believe me because you'll see my progress. You'll see how I'm going to start from the beginning, and eventually, I hope to have conversations with actual Spanish people on my channel. So, if we are able to take one step each day in the direction of learning our new language, we will achieve our goals. So, if you found this video helpful, please leave a like and a comment. I read them all because I want to know your thoughts. I want to read them to help my content improve. I even want to know if you have negative thoughts, because, again, I want to know your thoughts as I go into this. So even if you don't believe that my ideas are good, by watching my journey, you can see the progress that I make. So I hope to start the alphabet video next week. And I hope that many of you will come with me on my language adventure.